Hello again. I wonder if I'm alone in finding it a little disconcerting to read of a man's husband or a woman's wife. I don't say that this is actually wrong, just that it does jar rather when I encounter it. My own view is very straightforward, and it is that marriage is something which should take place between one man and one woman, and that they should then remain faithful to each other for as long as they live. Old-fashioned? Certainly. I also think that this arrangement makes the ideal setting for raising children. I do not object in the slightest degree to things such as polyamorous relationships, swinging, dogging, or sodomy, or any other variations in human sexuality, but I do not regard such activities as the basis for marriage. I was prompted to think about this when I was sent a recording made during a lesson in a London school. I give a link to it in the description to this video. It was recorded after a teacher had tried to get the class to fill out worksheets on the subject of homosexuality. 2 or 3 pupils had objected on religious grounds. 2 were Christians, 1 Muslim. The teacher may be heard hectoring and bullying the children, telling them that sex changes and sodomy are actually British values. Of course, I suppose he may have a point. I'm reminded of what Winston Churchill supposedly said when somebody mentioned the traditions of the Royal Navy. He remarked that the traditions of the Royal Navy consisted of rum, sodomy, and the lash. I do not accept for a moment that homosexuality and sex changes are British values. The teacher may be heard talking about whether somebody is more male than female and various other things. Complaints have now been made to the school about this, especially because the teacher says angrily that if they refuse to fill out the worksheets about gay relationships, then pupils would be dealt with severely. Why on earth should we be expecting our schools to bully children into accepting a modern view of sexuality and threatening them with severe consequences if they are reluctant to do so? This little clip sheds an alarming ray of light onto the reality of British schools. Thankfully, the trust in charge of the school has now promised to investigate. I'll also give a link to a news item about this in the description to this video.